The one who's pronounced if you're ready.
Go with it.
Male, one with an afro, medium brown complexion. He received 2 GSWs to the chest and 1 GSW to the arm. This is the one who was found by the car. He also has a Boondocks tattoo with Riley with a halo and a scripture on his left arm. He was ready. And that's the one who's pronounced.
A rising star with millions of views, a major record deal, and a future so bright it was blinding. That was Lil Scum. But the most chilling footage of him isn't from a music video. It's from a grainy doorbell camera, capturing the final, terrifying moments of his life.
Why y'all ain't just come through that?
Is the back door open? No. What you mean, why we ain't come to the back? That's your keys.
I told you I don't have no key. I take this on the camera. I don't have no key. Like, did you saw?
Oh, wait. Look at this. This is easy power trap.
Yeah.
You go, boom.
Why y'all ain't just come through that?
Is the back door open? No. What you mean, why we ain't come to the back?
He was gunned down on a porch, but the real mystery isn't just who pulled the trigger. It's about the people standing right next to him. Was his death a tragic street hit, or was it a cold-blooded setup orchestrated by someone he trusted? Before, he was Lil Scum. He was Ayrian Hogan, a kid with 2 different futures laid out before him. One future was on the basketball court. He was so talented he played with Robert Dillingham, a kid who went to the NBA. Ayrian had real skill and a chance at a life far from the dangers of his neighborhood. The other future was always there, calling to him. The streets of Chicago have a strong influence, especially with family deep in that life. His older brother, Lil, 40, was a known member of NLMB, a gang with a fearsome reputation. That connection placed Ayrian in a dangerous spot from the start. He had a choice between the court and the block. The path he took in the end led to both fame and tragedy. For a time, music seemed like his true escape. He was more than another drill rapper making noise. Lil Scum had raw, undeniable talent, and people started to notice. His song, Night, exploded. He was soon racking up millions of views. This wasn't just street hype. It was real stardom knocking at his door. Major labels saw the potential. He signed a deal with a sub-label of Columbia Records. He worked with big names and dropped hit after hit. Fame in Chicago is a double-edged sword. The brighter your star shines, the bigger the target on your back becomes. Every new video and song made him more visible to his fans and his enemies. Lil Scum's life was a tangled web of loyalty and war. He was a proud member of the Burly Boys, a part of GME. He stood strong with his allies, like the Notorious Crew. Drill City, led by his close friend Lil Jeff. Around this time, the streets were shifting. A huge conflict erupted between GME and their old allies, EB. This split forced everyone to pick a side. The younger generation was now on the front lines. Lil Scum chose his side, sticking with his friends in NLMB and Drill City. The choice strengthened his circle, yet it painted a clear target on him for new rivals. He was now part of a war. That decision had life-or-death consequences. What happened next changed everything. Just 1 month before his own passing, Lil Scum's world was shattered. His best friend and collaborator, the feared and famous Lil Jeff, was gunned down in a brutal shootout. The news hit Scum like a tidal wave. This was not a distant story. It was his friend, his music partner, gone forever. He went on social media, his grief and anger spilling out for everyone to see. He posted that he had to continue by himself. Now, and he promised to finish what they had started. Those words were a promise. The loss of Lil Jeff did not make him back down. It filled him with a burning desire for revenge. It pushed him deeper into the danger that had just claimed his friend. On the night of July 7, 2024, Lil Scum was hanging out at his girlfriend's house. He was there with his friend Lil Will from Shorty Mob, his girlfriend and her friend Nene. When it was time to leave, they stepped out onto the front porch to wait for their Uber. A doorbell camera captured everything that happened next. The footage is unsettling. As they waited, Lil Scum looked very uncomfortable, saying, "This is an easy death trap." Moments later, his girlfriend started walking in a strange circle around him. She then said something that would send chills down everyone's spine. "Y'all finna die." She later claimed it was just a figure of speech. In that moment, it sounded like a prophecy. As this was happening, her friend Nene stood in the background, quietly texting on her phone. The tension was thick. Scum and Lil Will could both sense something was horribly wrong. When their Uber pulled up, a storm of gunfire erupted from the darkness.
We chilled and everything.
Okay. So, when did Lil Scum die after y'all got in the house?
He passed away leaving the house.
Leaving the house?
Yeah.
So he got shot outside your house? Ooh.
We was all standing outside and, I walked my company out personally. So it was just me, his homie, and him. And we was standing at the gate. And they Uber pulled up and Will, his homie, walked up to the car and he was getting in the car first. And Scum was still talking to me, and then he turned around and walked away. And as they was walking away and I was turning back to go inside the gate, they just got to shooting like everywhere. Like it was so much shooting. And I just ran back in the house and I ran upstairs to my mama.
Lil Will was hit but managed to get into the car and survive. Lil Scum was left exposed. He was struck multiple times and fell to the ground. He lost his life on that porch at just 18 years old. After it happened, the doorbell footage went viral. The internet exploded with theories. Fans pointed their fingers at his girlfriend and Nene. Why was his girlfriend acting so strangely? Why did she say, "Y'all finna die"? Who was Nene texting just moments before the shooters appeared? Accusations of a setup ran wild. His girlfriend later did an interview to explain her strange behavior and deny any part in it. For many, her words could not erase the chilling images from that camera. The footage left millions with one haunting question. Was he betrayed by the people standing beside him? The streets have their own way of seeking justice. In the weeks after Lil Scum was killed, rumors of get back started to spread. Soon after, a member of a rival gang, a young man named CEO from a crew called HAWM, was shot and killed. Lil Scum's allies immediately claimed the hit as revenge. They believed they had evened the score for their fallen friend. Whether it was true or not, it was a clear message that the cycle of violence was still turning. Lil Scum's death wasn't an end. It was just another chapter in a never-ending war that continues to claim the lives of Chicago's youth. The story of Lil Scum is a modern tragedy. He was a young man who had it all in his grasp a basketball career, $1 million record deal, and the love of millions of fans. He was a talent who should be in a recording studio today, not a name whispered. In stories of street violence, he was caught between two worlds, the bright lights of stardom and the dark alleys of his hometown. In the end, we are left to wonder what truly sealed his fate. Was it his unwavering loyalty to his friends, the dangerous fame he achieved, or was it a final, unthinkable betrayal from someone he thought he could trust?
On my dick, we so damn vicious. If God tries something, we gon' up that on him too.
Damn, he just said, God, y'all. He said he don't even want to say. He said he finna drop his. I gotta go. He just said, God. Yeah, it's playing with God. He bogus, y'all. My next name for my next album, my next album drop, it's gonna be blah, 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 Mr. Bud.
Hey, what if we call your tape Jeffrey Dahmer?
Nah, fool. Come on, what type of rapist shit you on, fool?
Nah, that's a good name.
Nah, you don't eat.
Or you could just call a song Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, we eat brains and drink blood.
You know what we do?
Song called Jeffrey Dahmer, and then you got to come up with a tape name then.
Nah, I didn't make a song Jeffrey Dahmer. I finna do that. That's the next hit song. Yeah. You know, name the next hit. We're just gonna go up because it's called that Jeffrey Dahmer. They gonna be like, folks, what? Jeffrey Dahmer, let me go check that out. You can get on the side.